guys, welcome to this messy bun. So today we're going to be making one of my favorite dishes like ever, chicken parmesan. I'm really excited to share this recipe with you guys. So when I go to an Italian restaurant, I pretty much always choose chicken parm, and then I'm almost like disappointed when we're done because like I know I could have made it at home for probably better. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So what we're going to be doing first is we're going to be making a marinara sauce today. It's going to be so good. It's really simple, few ingredients, and so much flavor. And honestly, you're not even like going to think about that jarred sauce ever again. Toodaloo jarred sauce. Okay, so first that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and heat a large skillet over medium-high. And to that I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to let that heat up for a little bit, and we're going to add some onion to it. So the sauce, like I said, is super easy. I have half a onion that I finely diced, like super fine, yellow onion. And then we're going to do 4 to 6 cloves of garlic that I chopped very thinly, and then also some crushed red pepper flake, some oregano, salt, and the tomatoes. And then also sugar. These San Marzano tomatoes that we're going to be using are from Italy. They're so yummy. They have less acidity and they're very sweet. So it's not going to take very long for this to cook, like 30 minutes. You know, with these kind of tomatoes, since they are less acidic, they're not going to be very like canned tasting. So you don't have to cook a sauce all day, like 30 minutes and you're done. Boom. Yes, we're making our own marinara sauce because why wouldn't you? Like, come on, it's going to be so good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our onion in here. Once those are cooking, probably 2 to 3 minutes, then we'll go ahead and add our garlic and everything else to it. So while we're doing that, we're gonna get to my favorite part about this marinara sauce. Like I said, we're gonna do these San Marzano tomatoes. They're straight from Italy. I'm gonna pour these into a bowl because they are full-size Roma tomatoes. We need to break them down, right? So we're gonna use our hands and we're gonna get in here and just squish until they're a nice little chopped consistency. And it's so fun. Like, this is my daughter's favorite part about helping in the kitchen, is getting her hands dirty. So anytime she can do that, she's all about it. She actually really likes raw meat. Like, she likes to do the breading of the chicken and making meatballs and all that stuff, which is cool. Definitely get your kids in the kitchen, you know, get cooking together. So yeah, we're just gonna break these up. And they're also gonna cook down in the pan too. They smell really good. Can you smell them? Very fresh. And you can find these kinds of tomatoes pretty much anywhere. You don't have to go to a specialty store. All right, that looks pretty good to me. The onions are starting to go now. I can smell them and hear them getting all lovely. So once they cook for another minute or so, we'll go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. And our sauce is gonna simmer for 30 minutes roughly. We're gonna be doing our simple dredge station for our chicken cutlet that we're gonna be doing. And that's it. It's gonna go in the oven when that's done. You know, 5 minutes or so until the cheese gets all bubbly. I'm so excited. I love chicken parm. It's so good. The cool thing about chicken parm too is, like, I know a lot of times when you go to a restaurant, you're gonna get some sort of pasta to go with it, but it's really good with vegetables, like a fresh seasonal vegetable or a salad, or, you know, anything pretty much can go with it, right? What doesn't go good with fried chicken? It's not really fried chicken. Crispy, nice, yummy chicken. I don't know. We'll cut that part out. Okay, so our onions look lovely, so we're going to go ahead and add our garlic and crushed red pepper. And the crushed red pepper flake is half a teaspoon. You could omit that if you don't want it. I just like the kind of spice that it brings to the sweetness of the sauce. And you're just going to let that go until it starts to smell really delicious, so maybe 30 seconds. Like, yeah, that smells really good. Okay, so now we're gonna add our nice, yummy, squished up tomatoes. Okay, I'm gonna bring up my heat to high to allow it for it to boil, to bubble a little bit. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of oregano. And then just that little pinch of sugar. Alright, so then once that comes to a boil, we're just gonna reduce, which is already boiling. So we'll turn that down to low. And let that guy cook for a little while, get all happy and yummy. So now we're gonna make our dredging station for our chicken. It's gonna be pretty basic. Flour, eggs, and panko and Parmesan. So for the flour, we're gonna do about 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And to that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. Kind of give that guy a stir. So for the panko, we're gonna do about 1.5 cups of panko, and then 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And I'm gonna do this already pre-shredded Parmesan. I don't really want to do like Parmesan that you put on top of spaghetti because I like the texture and like the intense flavor this one's gonna bring. You can certainly do the other one if you like though. Alright. Next, we're gonna do our eggs. So 2 eggs in a bowl. And you may have noticed I'm using pie pans for the flour and the panko, but I actually like those. I think it's kind of like a neat, like easy way to handle that situation. And then just a nice sized bowl for the eggs. While we are doing this, I'm actually gonna also start my cast iron skillet here on medium. I have a good amount of olive oil in there, probably 1/2 inch to 1 inch. And we want the oil to roughly get to 350 degrees. So medium is a perfect way to get it there. You don't want to go too high because you're going to burn the outside of the chicken and it's not going to be yummy at all. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and beat these 2 eggs. So we're going to go flour, egg, panko. But before we do that, we need to work on our chicken. I have 2 pieces of wax paper here to kind of help get the chicken where we want it to be. So I cheated. I got thinly sliced chicken breasts because cook smarter, not harder, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll this guy out so that, because even though they are thinly sliced chicken breasts, they're not super even, and we wanna make sure they are even so that they cook consistently. So what we're gonna do is take this other piece of wax paper, and because it is thin, I don't want a mallet or, you know, a pan or something to beat it with, because I don't want to make it break. I don't want holes in the chicken, so I'm just going to take a rolling pin and just kind of roll out the chicken to get it to where I want it to be. Lucky? What you doing? And this one has kind of done this whole fork situation for some reason, but we'll make it work. So I'll be fine. Weird, like a snake tongue or something. Ugh, my worst nightmare. So we want to make sure that the chicken has flavor too, so we're going to season that as well. So salt, some garlic powder, and pepper. And then we'll flip it, do the same for the other side. Then we're going to start our dredge. Flour. We want to make sure we do a nice even coat of everything because we want super crispy, nice textured chicken, right? So make sure everybody's happy. Kind of shake off the excess. And then into the egg. And then into Parmesan and the breadcrumb or panko. You can use breadcrumbs, by the way, but I like the texture panko has. Make sure everybody gets some. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so our oil's ready, so we're gonna go ahead and take our chicken and place it away from us in the oil. And you want it to be sizzling, right? You want to hear that noise. We're gonna let it cook 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And this would be also a good time to start your broiler because we're gonna broil it after we flip. All right, let me get cleaned up. Do you see that? Gorgeous color. Okay, so they're fried for 2 to 3 minutes. And I have my broiler on because when our chicken's done, we're gonna go ahead and put it under the broiler as well. I also have some mozzarella cheese that I grated. So the mozzarella is gonna go on the chicken after, well, first sauce, then mozzarella and Parmesan, and then we're gonna let that guy broil. I also have some fresh basil that I'm going to put in the sauce, the marinara sauce, when it's almost done. You wanna wait until the last minute. Smells so good. So it doesn't wilt too much. You only want to flip your chicken once. You don't want to keep flipping it back and forth. Just let it do its thing. It's going to be just fine. Look at that guy. Yummy. Okay. Now, what do we need? We need our sauce, right? This gorgeous, amazing sauce has been cooking. But first, I want to taste it because I want to make sure the salt level is good. Maybe a little bit more salt. Those tomatoes are so delicious. Okay. So, we're going to take this and a couple pieces of basil and just kind of give those a tear. It's really gonna, like, fresh herb is just really gonna liven up everything. Okay. Looks so pretty. Okay. So, to our gorgeous chicken. We're gonna do a nice kind of ladle of sauce on there. To that, we're gonna do a good amount of mozzarella. We don't want to be stingy now, right? Going for it, going all the way. Okay. And then some Parmesan, because it wouldn't be chicken parm without the Parmesan. Yum. Alright, so that's going to go under the broiler for 3 to 7 minutes, just depending on your oven. You want to get really bubbly and delicious and yummy. Alright, so our chicken is ready, so let's get that guy out. Come on. That looks so yummy. Oh, I'm so excited. It looks really yummy. I can't wait to taste it. So chicken parmesan, so easy. Made marinara sauce, easy, done. Breaded some chicken, easy, done. Put some cheese on it, easy, done. It's gonna be so good. Can't wait to taste it. Alright, so I have a confession to make. When James was switching his camera lens, I cut out those little tails that were there because it looked really ugly and was bothering me, but I tasted them and they're really good. Okay, so let's cut into this thing. Can you hear that crunch?
That's coming out of there.
Oh, so gooey. Chicken is cooked perfect. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see that. You see it? You hear it? Maybe not. But it's crunchy. Like, it's still crunchy. It's not soggy. It didn't get overcooked. The sauce didn't weigh it down. None of that happened. The chicken is cooked perfectly. Oh my gosh. You look so happy. Alright. You hear that? It's so crunchy. There's so much flavor from start to finish. The breading has a ton of flavor. The sauce is amazing. Those tomatoes are so delicious. Just that little bit of sugar really settles everything out. The chili flake and the garlic and the onion, the basil, everything is just so beautiful. And then you get that nice gooey melty cheese on it. Oh my gosh. So good. Like, look at that. How could you hate a chicken parmesan? Oh, I thought I was gonna drop it. I just need a minute. This is so good. This is seriously the perfect messy bite. You cannot go wrong with chicken parm. So freaking delicious. So good. So we come to that time in the video where I tell you to please like and comment. All your guys' support means so much to me. Like, I really cannot get this going without you guys. So please, please, please like the videos, comment on the videos. Tell me if you make the dish. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if I suck. Tell me anything. Would really mean so much. And the link for this recipe for my blog will be in the description. So please go to it. Make this super yummy food. Do it with your kids, with your family. That'd be a fun date night. Get your husband in here or wife in here and get cooking together. Cooking is super sexy, right? Food is delicious. So yeah. Oh, also keep watching for the wine pairing for this week's chicken parm because it's gonna be a good one. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Stay messy. Make this so good. Bye, guys. The one I chose to pair with this amazing chicken parm is a 2017 Cabernet from Noble Vines. This 337 Cab is an outstanding pairing for any meal. The black cherry and blackberry along with supple tannins give balance and acidity, complementing chicken parm. Behind these red numbers is a Noble legacy, originating in France, now being cultivated in California, using only superior vines. 337 Cabernet saw an uprise in popularity since being featured on the Big Bang Theory TV show. This affordable wine continues to receive outstanding reviews, and understandably so. Noble Vines 337 Cabernet is one of my favorite wines. Pour a glass, see for yourself. You can find this delicious wine in most marketplaces, as well as online on sites such as wine.com. Please use the link in the description for your order. Thank you.